It's quite a dark topic, folks. Collective. Excuse me. Collective Shout Censors want to teach your kids about the birds and the bees, and I can't really elaborate that further for another 30 seconds because then it'll be a minute after this gets made into a video. And then I can tell you what I really think about this topic without YouTube's algorithm saying this can only be watched by 10 people in 24 hours. So for all you watching, we appreciate you all. Hopefully you'll stick around for this network video. And, well, we love you. Not or maybe, as Collective Shout Censors want to teach your kids how to get fucked in the ass. Okay, folks, it's been a minute, so now I can actually say what I wanted to say on this lovely platform, which is the future. Yes, definitely. Why do I say this, folks? Because what we are seeing from Collective Shout is an effort to ingratiate themselves with the younger generation and teach them how to give and receive sexual experiences. Now, what evidence do we have to substantiate this accusation? Well, our evidence comes from credited journalist who doesn't think he's a journalist, Smash JT, folks, who exposed Collective Shout for conducting these nefarious activities. And you should check out Smash JT's channel. He recently passed 100,000 subscribers, and he gloats about it on his X page banner. Hey, folks, right? He gloats about it. What cheek? How cheeky do you have to be to do that? But while I'm looking for this, why don't we thank Iris Rhoda for the £2 donation saying collective shot? Well, we appreciate you, Rhoda. Thank you. Only 3 more donations until the Dustborn stream, folks.
Oh,
hopefully they're big donations. 3. There we go, folks. Counting is a social construct. But Helzo, what do you make of what you've heard so far?
I'm just how should I put it? There's a specific line that nobody should cross, and I don't really know how to proceed to explain what I felt when I saw that, because we've seen all the things that these radicals are doing to kids, like trans kids and stuff like that. There's no such thing as trans kids, all right? There's not that thing does not exist. It's psychotic parents that are trying to do that because they're being influenced by even more psychotic people. But why am I talking about this when I can actually show you the posts? And this is from Smash JT. These are the screenshots. So
you found it far quicker than I did.
I have a designer's mind a bit, like not very advanced, but I see a family, like 2 kids, man and a woman, nuclear family. I see like pretty simple colors, stuff like that, and I see this.
Why is it an all white family?
Yeah. And let's talk about porn.
Okay.
Now, I wouldn't.
Yeah, this is totally what you do with your family on a Friday night.
Yeah, this is a buy now, by the way. You have to buy that. You need to pay for that.
Oh, you were referring to the article. I thought you wanted to talk about porn.
Oh, no.
No.
Good job Dash Attack isn't here. He would just say sissy, furry, twink, T-girls, because those are his favorite.
Absolutely. I first of all, the first thing that I'm going to read, I will try to read it without laughing. Porn is the world's biggest sex educator. Now, let's just...
If you're John Delaroz, carry on.
Yes. It's so not true. And there has been actual studies on how porn, apart from some gratification to someone who enjoys watching porn, is bad if you try to derive any sort of lessons to it, because the things that are done there are not something that a lot of people should or can do in general. This is actual. This is not me talking. This is actual studies that have studied that. So, but carry on. This is by the way for children. Let's not forget. This is for children,
and
but
that's
it doesn't
why it's
have to be your child's.
Well, that's why it's so disgraceful, folks. And look, the only good thing about pornography is that it teaches guys how to properly smack a bitch and hold her neck while they're doing it. Okay?
Yeah.
This shouldn't
3
be
hours.
something. This shouldn't be something that kids get exposed
Yes.
to. All right.
And when you read this, it's like they're actually trying to prevent children. Like, this guy helps you have the conversations that matter while fueling our movement to end sexual exploitations. All right.
Ban technology use for children. Literally.
Gotta appreciate the pun. 6'9". 6'9".
Oh boy!
Gotta appreciate
the
that
lack of self-awareness. First the butthole logo. Now
I think that was a little bit on the nose.
Yeah.
And then we get to the best one. First fucking line. Conversation started for just 5
Good Lord.
to 18.
Why?
5.
Why?
You're gonna talk about. Look, imagine you're sitting down with your 5-year-old man, and you're gonna say, Jimmy, you want to know how to properly anally fuck your bitch when you're older?
Oh,
it's this should be illegal,
I would
folks.
like to know that, because I got this bitch in the kindergarten when I want to do that.
Look, let's put this another way, folks. Imagine someone reached out to you and offered to teach your kids about sex in return for money. You would phone the authorities and tell them a pedophile wants to start a business. Okay? This is fucking egregious. This is almost laughable. If this was a parody, this would be laughable. And this isn't the only tip, for lack of a better term. 2 is tips for responding when they've already been exposed, right?
Where are you
Who
going
exposes
to
them?
At the age of 5, where are you going to expose them unless you have a drag show in your kindergarten at lunchtime?
Or unless you don't
And
lock
that's
your
a
door
thing
while
that
you're...
has happened, by the way. That's the thing that has happened.
Unless the parents haven't locked their door when they're scream fucking each other.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Even then,
Three?
like, they're wrestling. No, we want to talk to you. We were actually fucking like wild animals.
3 is how to talk about consent, exploitation, and relationships. Digny's advice to young people is this: 50 no's and a yes means yes. Okay? And if you have to get a yes out of her by smacking her a few times, then by all means. Go ahead, Roger.
Yeah, just the fact that number 3 right there, consent and all that right there should just be an instant automatic red flag. Like, if you got up to this point and you still continue on with this, not only do the collective shout people need to be thoroughly investigated, but it's anybody else that goes out and actually buys this. Because what the actual hell are you talking about? Consent to sexual activities to a freaking 5-year-old.
Look, 4 is a 1-page quick reference sheet, also known as a quickie, and 5 is support links and tools. What kind of tools is up to your own personal interpretation. Knowing Collective Shout, they've probably made tiny children's versions of dildos because they're that sick. They're literally that sick, right? And we can talk about, Digny, don't cross that line. The fucking opposition have already crossed the line, folks.
Correct.
Yes.
And when they use nuclear weapons, we've got to use nuclear weapons. I'm just saying what they're thinking. Okay?
I mean, look, we've talked about this in the weeks of Charlie Kirk. There are lines that you should not cross, and they're crossing all of them simultaneously. This is so blatant, so out there. If like, and first of all, no, not first of all, but in the end, anyone who donates, any family, any parent who donates to them is equally undeserving of raising their children, as Collective Shout is on promoting such a perverted ideology. If a parent decides to pay for that, take the course seriously. Sorry, you need to be evaluated for your competency of being a parent. That's it. You do not automatically deserve to be a parent if you do stupid things like that. And I think that should be a standard that is to be set for future. I know a lot of people are saying we are lacking population, have more kids, no. How about have more decent parents that actually don't want to just pump one after the other and live off of welfare, and have people who actually want to have kids actually support people that actually have kids, who will give them proper world education. Might not be the smartest people in the world, but they will be able to provide you with real world education. They're not going to be filling you with fantasies about 785,690, 420 genders, and that if you are a girl and like a truck, you're immediately a boy, and they're gonna have to chemically castrate you at the end of 9. No, they're gonna say, okay, you like boys things, but you're a girl. And that's the kind of parents that we need to have for the future, because we have too many people that have bred and produced, and through their own negligence and through their own stupidity, have now produced people who are easily corruptible. And we see that with young people and trans people and all these people that are transitioning at the age of 14, and they just are so out of their mind any time that their fragile reality gets questioned by actual reality. And that is the consequences of bad parenting from bad parents, and from bad influences from other kids from bad parents.
Well, speaking of bad parents, folks, and then we'll get Jose's perspective. I think the only bad parents who won't pay for this are black families, because one is too busy chasing the other. I would be so surprised if a black family signed up for this, okay? All right? We all know most black men are closeted, folks. We all know that, because they're not allowed to express themselves in their bigoted community. But they have an honor code system where you don't do this kind of shit. Yes, you can rob a store. Yes, you can rob someone's house, especially an old elderly family's house. But boy, are you not playing with a doll. Boy, you ain't telling my 5-year-old how to get stuffed with a dildo. Boy, I'm a racist sunflower, okay? As Helzo just shows off his pocket pussy, okay? Jose,
Always have a pocket.
what do you think of all this?
This reminds me of something. I don't know if you guys ever saw this gem of internet lore, the ABCs of sexual education for trainables. Trainables is a soft word for the mentally handicapped. And it reminds me of this. This is like this theory that if we just show it to them and educate them about sex, they'll do things responsibly. No.
Disgusting, tangent kings of new age, a story sing